What's going on, guys? We'll do a little bit of roll call here. Jeff from Lower Alabama, Kevin Trappin, Farmer in the Dale. How's the audio, guys? Y'all hear a fan in the background? I hope not. I'm hot. I got it blowing on me. So let me know if you can hear the fan. If it's too bad, I'll cut it off. Sound okay, Jeff? Farmer, I see you changed your name to the Farmer's RC channel. Cool beans. Michael Reisha. How you doing, sir? There's Nate. Little Nate. What's up, buddy? So we do a little live stream tonight. Chat with my fellow RC group. I had more people in here before we started. Let's see here. I don't know where Jeff Custom went to and GB, they were here. Little 200 driver. They'll be back in. What in the world's going on? William, so you made it. Who got to see the Boozers fly his 3D plane? I wouldn't invite it because I'm not a member over there. You seen one 3D plane, you've seen them all, Mountaineer guys. Tuner driver, you missed it too. Oh, I missed it. They'll show it later on, I'm sure. I haven't joined any channel as far as their membership goes. Hey, Mike, SSI arrived alive. Cool. Yeah, it was for members only, I think. You got to join their group. Just okay. That's how they get support their channel. I'm okay with it. Who's picking up the motions? MiG-29, a 7-foot airplane. The thing's going to be huge. I don't have no place to fly it. No way. Vic, GB wanted to know what the wrestler's name was. Andre the Giant. I think GB's been living under a rock. You don't watch wrestling. How you doing, Phantom FPV? I'm doing great. How are you? Glad you made it. EQ's in the house. What's going on, my man? Nightbot, he showed up in the chat. He was supposed to anyway. You never know if he shows up on time, says the right thing, puts out the right links, or kicks people out of the show. You never know what he does. Are you going to pop on it, Victor? I know you want it. Yeah, I'd have to add another room onto the house to put it in. Oh, GB, we're talking about Andre the Giant and the MiG-29, the 7-foot jet. I've got a 1300 millimeter 300 extra in my bedroom, and God, it's half the size of the room. I'm wanting to maybe pick up the Bigfoot. It's another 1300. It's another 51, 52 inch wings. I don't even know if I can bring that thing in here. Run out of room fast. I've built 2 plane racks, got everything up on the wall now. Just now got room where I can breathe. But all the racks are full with planes. I think Pilot Ron's going to pop on the new one. It's a pretty jet for sure. I fly props as much as I can. I ain't graduated to jets yet, guys. I'm still flying props. What's up, Deuce Wild? Glad you made it, bro. Sorry I missed last week's show. I had lawnmower trouble. I had to order parts in. Took me about 3 days to get the mower back together. Fought with it 3 days, and then I had to fight with the yard for 2 to 3 days. It was overgrown and thick. Got a 23 horse Kohler with sharpened blades. Had put a new spindle on and greased it up and put a new blade belt on. And it was bogging the motor down, couldn't cut through it. Had to raise it up 2 notches to even get it cut. Basically, I just chopped the tops off and had to get it down. Pain in the butt. Oh, Miss Christie. You got more flights in on the MiG-21, Deuce? George Watts? Hello, George. Georgie Porgy. Anybody ever call you that growing up? I got picked on too when I was growing up, George. This is an old song I featured tonight, way back in '69. Allman Brothers Band. This is where they did it in Germany in 1991. You can check out that. It's two songs, really, two songs in one. There's RC rolling. Glad you made it, sir. I had you as a moderator. Yeah, we like blue. Georgia the jungle. My mom, she made fun of my name all the time when I was growing up. And she's the one named me. Go figure. GB, you're going to get Hangar 51 set of onesies. Try to wear them on his show on Thursday night. Yeah, I read that Tennessee RC about Robert Brothers shutting their businesses down. I hate that for Robert. The coronavirus has got their business all out of whack and shutting it down after their father started it. I hope they can reopen it one day. I don't think we've got through the worst part of this yet. But I don't want to be told this is a new normal because I don't, I'm 64 years old and I don't change very much. So normal, I know what normal is. And people tell me it's the new normal. That just gets under my skin, eats away at it. What's going on, phone boy? We can give you a wrench, sir. JCB 67, howdy. Think I made all y'all moderators now. We're all equal in here. No favorites. I don't pick and choose. We're all down to earth. All civil. And that's the way I like it. Doing, Brian Chambers? You at work? You rolling around on the compactor? Home in the hangar. That's a good place to be, Brian. Y'all missed me last week. Think Gooniac Ray put on the golden hour while I was supposed to be live, which that's all good. I watched a little bit of it. The boys out there fly the crap out of them jets. All of them. They've been doing it a long time. GB, I still got your Amazon link and Nightbot going through here. All this will probably go away after November, after election days. Probably won't ever hear nothing about it. Big powwow between U.S. and China, August 14th, August 15th. I hope it don't go pew, pew, pew. That's all we need on top of all this is a pew, pew, pew. Yeah, the Democrats, they're raising hell because Trump signed in them 4 things in yesterday. And Trump did that to make him look bad. I understand his theory and thought. They still won't get off their ass and send me my $1,200. That's what I'm waiting on. It's $1,200. Hope Trump signs that into law. Ain't gonna hurt my feelings a bit. I bought me a little black mask, GB. I got tired of wearing that N95 mask. I can't breathe through it. This is a little cloth mask, a black one I put on just to go in the grocery store and places. But it's not my new norm. I can tell you that now. and there will be my new norm. That's what they're calling it nowadays. The new normal. What the hell? A new normal? Ah, I live in freedom. Wearing a mask is not freedom, my friends. Tell you that now. It ain't my normal. I gotta die of something. If it's a virus, let it be a virus. Good Lord only knows what I'm gonna die from. And when this new vaccine comes out, I ain't taking it. There's gonna be a lot of guinea pigs out there in front of me before I take it. I'm not gonna be the guinea pig on that first vaccine. They'd have to strap me down in an electric chair to administer that to me. So that ain't gonna happen. No way, Jose. You know, we got our vaccination before we could start school. And my mother took us to the health clinic, health department. We got our vaccinations before we could start school. And you got them again in the 5th and 6th grade. You got mumps, measles, chicken pox, all that stuff, vaccination, tuberculosis shot, you know, the normal things. This coronavirus is no normal thing. I hate to bring it up, but it's not normal, guys. I've been quarantined from my family, and that's not normal. Yeah, I'm about like you dudes. I agree up on all that crap. Bill Gates, especially. Who in the hell they think they are? They God or something? Really? This ain't politics. It's stupidity, if you ask me. We can talk about anything you want to, guys, here. Don't matter. Whatever y'all want to talk about, it's fine with me. Night, Jeff, LA. Especially you going to buy that motion that MiG 29. You going to wait on it. George, they're always a pleasure to have around. Grandkids. I seen those codes, GB, in your community posts for your members. Yeah, I seen that. When's that MiG-29 gonna get shipped out? Anybody know? Ships in September. Bet it's October. Plug and play. Mid-September. I won't be ordering it. I'm just wondering when it's gonna get it out. I don't know why people hasn't got one to review it. A sample. Not many people doing motion RC reviews. The MiG-29 for motion, Pilot Ryan. I know you done popped on it, Ryan. It's a nice looking jet for sure. He's having fun with that Bigfoot today, Ryan. Reckon Checkham's in the house. What's up, Uncle Roy? I'm like Pilot Ryan. I like to see him put up more warbirds. I think these big companies, that's everybody's flying is jets. I like props. Pilot Ryan was playing Bobby K inverted today. Eating French fries and chicken or chicken. I had BLTs, homegrown tomatoes, and fries, Roy. Yeah, I tried to fly the Goblin. It didn't go too well, Roy. Went up and went straight in. Kind of hooked to the left, went up, and just tip stalled and went in. Didn't have time to do anything to it. Got a little gluing I got to do to it now. Some people can hand toss perfect. I'm not one of those guys. I tried 2 underhands with it and 1 overhand with it. And all 3 times went into the ground. I got a crack right in front of the wing of one side of the fuselage. It's a clean break, so it can be repaired real easy. Didn't expect that. Not at all. And last time I think I overthrust the motor because I thought the first 2 was too gentle. I just wanted to leave, not real hard, but just leave out, you know. But the third one I throttled up, give it a lot of motor, and it done the same thing. George, that's the thing. I live by myself. I ain't got nobody here to toss it. If I was back at the AMA fields, I could get some guys down there to throw it for me, but I ain't down there no more. I was hoping to get it up, fly it real easy, get it trimmed out. Hail Mary, javelin throw. Oh God, it really will be tore up in, dudes. Throw it like a javelin. Throw it like a football. Now, I don't know. We'll go back to the drawing board on it. I stuck a 1800 roaring top in it, 100C battery in it. And its CG's around 50 millimeter mark right now with that big battery in it. The 1300 CG's around 45 millimeters on it. So I'm close to where it needs to be Yeah, I was in low rates. Got low rates on my ailerons, and I got like mid rates on the elevator and low. So I want the elevator to be more responsive. I'll try it again. I got some footage of it. It ain't pretty. But it is what it is, guys. What's a silver badge, farmer? George, that was a good video of the Bigfoot. Makes me want to buy one. Can't hardly go wrong for $179. It's got flaps and lights on it for that price. It's a heck of a deal. And they've got them in stock right now. Farmer man, what are you doing talking about the boozers clan in here? We ain't boozing it up in here. GB, if you want to see that flight, it cost you $100. Send it to my PayPal link. Y'all are crazy, guys. Smoked sausage and barbecue and french fries and an air fryer. I got a Fat Daddy grease fryer. I need to check out an air fryer. I'd probably like it. Yeah, the Husky's too big. The the Bigfoot is ideal size for me, 1300. Anything much bigger, I start running out of space quick. I got probably about 20 planes in a bedroom right now. You can't beat that corn, George. I got a field down here at the end of my road down here, and they alternate. Sometimes they'll plant wheat in there, and sometimes the next year's crop would be corn. And there's an old saying down here in Tennessee: the first two rows of corn belong to the community. That's just an old saying. You sneak in there, and first two rows belong to the community. And you see a corn patch. I'm just saying. This guy's probably got 80 acres set out in corn. He never would miss a first 2 rows off of it. Everybody in the neighborhood could eat off them first 2 rows. Yeah, the deer and birds, they get their share. We got deer all around this place. I was mowing out my front yard last week, and I'd stopped for a reason. There was a deer coming from the side of the house through the front yard and in front of the house, between me and the house on the lawnmower. The mower and the blades running wide open. She run through my yard, went into my neighbor's yard, and just stood there and looked back at his house. They were in the backyard. Didn't pay me a bit of mind. Just started eating in his front yard. George, I bought this place. I set out a pin oak back here in the backyard just to feed the deer back here in the backyard. It's supposed to produce acorns. It ain't old enough yet. Tree's probably 7, 8 years old now. It ain't started producing acorns yet. It's still growing. It's probably 15, 20 feet tall. It's probably like a 4-foot sapling when I set it out. It's grown quite a bit. I got a game trail right in behind it. Goes up into my woods. They come out right there and eat the acorns at night or during the day. Wildlife's going to get their amount of food no matter where you're at. Right now, they're coming out eating in these bottom fields around the creeks. I fall asleep occasionally watching a show, Farmer Man. Yeah, me and my dad had a garden. We had bush beans out. They're not runners. They just growed on a bush. And deer could come in one night and clean them out. They'll eat the tops out of your plants to keep them from growing anymore. And they eat every bean off of it in one night. Yeah, I looked at Kenny's camera this morning. It looks a whole lot better. I didn't realize he's as ugly as he is. I'm just kidding, Kenny. Hanger 51. You can really actually read the boxes on the wall now with that camera. Pretty clear for $50. Yeah, it really looks good. I'm glad Kenny got him a good camera. I never did find out what brand it was he bought. He said he got it from Walmart. Well, he ordered it through Walmart. Pilot Ryan was pulling a Kenny last night, going 5 hours. This is a Logitech C720 camera here. It's not the 920. At the time, I wasn't going to give $160 for a C920. This is through the coronavirus. My laptop camera went out, and I decided to buy a USB camera. I bought this Logitech C720. You cut it down to an hour. Why'd you do that, Ryan? I thought you was competing with Kenny. You missed it. I was in and out of there a lot. I've seen enough. I seen when Jason got in there. All them lies y'all was talking about. Them fishing stories. Yeah, I just let mine go. Ryan, it is what it is. However long it goes, it goes. I'm missing a few guys tonight. I already got that one thumbs down already. He always comes by and gives me that one thumbs down. I appreciate that. Always got that one guy comes in, gives me a thumbs down on everything. Don't matter. I'm glad it made him feel good. Now, Roy, it could be one of your best friends doing it. You never know. I don't know who it is. He makes a point to give me that thumbs down. It don't bother me though. Yeah, they'll still watch it, Ryan, after you unlist them. Mine still gets reviews after the chat gets put back into it day after. You know, my live streams, they'll get close to 100 views, but I'm sure they're not watching all of it. They can't, because a lot of times I'm going an hour and a half long, but they're still getting views after the fact. Yeah, I don't understand why they even come by just to give a thumbs down and leave, or most of the people that come to the show and talks in chat, I've known for a while, and I don't think it's none of you guys, but you ain't got to retract it, Ryan. I don't care what you're saying here. Jets. Props. Warbirds. I want to see more warbirds. Draco. Jason last night said there wasn't going to be no Draco last night on Ryan's show. That's from a horse's mouth. No Draco. For the Draco, reckon you'll have to hand make it yourself. I don't believe they're going to come out with one. He said it was all a hoax. Yeah, I think Jason was a little tipsy last night at Ryan's show. I think that's what it was, Roy. It's hard for me to believe anything he says. I ain't got nothing against Jason Merkel, but Manuel will state one thing, and in chat he'll tell you something completely 360 degrees difference. But I understand his position there. That's why I don't ask him questions no more. I figured that out. What's up, Jeff's Custom RC? It's bedtime now. You rolling in here now? Paul Hatcher, what's up? I want to see that video, Ryan, with that inexperienced guy flying that jet. So I take your word for it. But he also had a good teacher there with him too. Two of them. I seen where Skippy got that Mirage together. That's the best unboxing video I ever seen. It's only 3 minutes long. It only took him 3 minutes to get it out of the box and got it built. That's the best video ever on an unboxing. Hats off to Dustin. That Mirage is supposed to be fast, guys. Unboxings are boring, guys, to me. That's why I don't do many of them. They just drag out, drag out, drag out. You just pulling parts out of a box. Basically all you're doing. But Skippy's, within 3 minutes, it's built on top of the table. That's perfect. Good job. Yeah, I don't care for unboxings either, Roy. And building a plane video, God, that just takes forever. Cut, snip, edit, cut, snip, edit. Just too much work for me. I'm too old for all that shit. More work than I want to do. It's like Wesley building that biplane tonight. I mean, how many times can you watch this, guys? Ryan built one on his channel. Farmer Man built one on his channel. Wesley built one on his channel. I'm over it. I could put one of them Ultimate 3Ds together in my sleep. I've seen so much of it. Yeah, Diamond Plane would be much more challenging. A build video, I like more of a challenge than anything. Or get you a Durafly plane or a Dynam. And what's up with this Brian Phillips? He takes one plane and does an hour and 45-minute video on one plane. What's up with that? I like watching him sometimes, but his videos is more about him, I think, than the actual plane. How can you? I don't have that much time in a day to watch an hour and a half of him talk about himself. I I like some of the stuff that he teaches, but come on now, he's more talking about himself than anything to get gratification. talking about itself. And that's the only thing bad about Brian Phillips. He's got some good methods, but I can only watch so much of it. Yes, Brian Phillips, he's a pretty good sized reviewer, George. He's got a lot of subs. And he built a house and documented it. He does some good builds, but his videos, oh, they take forever. He'll do them in 3 series parts, and they're an hour long each. Then he'll do one video on one certain plane, like the otter, and it'll be an hour and 45 minutes long. So I can only watch so much of it. He gets a lot of free planes sent to him to review. Big channel tractor, egg cooking, whole nine. Mike Keller, what's up? The newbie on the AMA field. I'm glad you're having fun, brother. Yeah, the tractor mowing, the hay baler, all that deal. And somebody else was baling hay on his side of the property. That's another story, guys. That's YouTube drama. Yeah, you'll have fun with those guys up there. Mike, your wife's gonna get lonely with you gone all the time now. Them lonely RC pilots' wives. My, what to do? Let's go out and buy some new shoes. I'm kidding, guys. My ex only had 500 pair. I always throw that up to her when she ever talked about my planes. Let's talk about handbags and shoes. That's the first thing I'd say. Be talking about my planes. The Orange Man Band. That V900 come out of that tree, Mike. It come down for you. It's still up there. What's up, Wild Bill? Y'all get some good video, Jeff, today, you and Dustin? I know you got another V900, but did you get that one out of the tree? You're gonna make that thing fly crazy, Mike. I didn't fly none this week or weekend. Crashed a goblin out here in the front yard 3 times. That's all I did. Nose planted it. After last week, I was wore down. 3 days working on my 0-turn mower. I spent almost 2 more days mowing. It was sick. Anytime my mower breaks down and the 3 acres gets out of hand, oh, it's in bad shape. Has anybody heard anything on the FFA ruling and the AMA clubs? I thought about rejoining the AMA field down in Harrisonville, Tennessee, flying right on the lake. I got a grass ops down there runway. It's only $25 a year, but it take me about 45 minutes to drive down there each way. Be a backup mower. I can barely afford the one I got. If it goes down, I'm in a bind. I'm ordering parts. I had to put a new spindle in and a new belt, blade belt this time, and I sharpened the blades when I had it down. It's got a 23 horse Kohler on it, and I had to raise it up 2 notches so I could get it cut this time because it got out of hand on me. Yeah, 45 minutes is not bad, George. It's across Saunders Ferry Road, and Old Hickory Lake is all the way around the back of it, back off the river there where Johnny Cash used to live. I've been thinking, I've looked at the field and I've downloaded their field in my RF9. They've got a field option where you can download their field, and I've got it on my RF9 right now, and I've flown it, and it's a pretty good field. It's smaller than what I'm used to, but it'd be okay to fly circuits like uh, Dave RC does, the left-hand circles, the pattern. Be fine for that. You can fly out over the water. You need to bring it back over on shore because you can the far side of the runway, nothing but lake. You fly back in towards the house and down the runway, back out towards the water, down. Got a tree line on, I think, on 2 sides, maybe 3 sides, but lake's on one side. It's a pretty field. Thing about it is, Jeff Custom, they don't have no shade down there for the flyers. What they're doing, they're bringing these pop-up shelters, the awnings, and putting them up, and putting a table underneath it, and they're not supplying that for the flyers. So I'd have to get a portable table, an awning, set up some chairs to go down and go flying. Because you'll just be out in the sun until you get ready to go home down there. They've got some bleachers down there, but they're like aluminum bleachers, maybe 7, 8 tiers high, where people come out and watch people fly. But you're out there in the sun, and what I've seen down there the other day online, there's no shade down there at all. They've got the plane tables where you set your planes up on and work on them. About it, a fence. So I'd have to get me another awning, portable, say a 10 by 10 put up, maybe a table and chair put up under it. If I drove 45 minutes one way, I'm going to spend most of the day down there. Take 4 or 5 planes. Yeah, they got her quick down there. But like I say, it's $25 a year. But you got to have your $75 AMA membership to join. And I've let mine elapse. And their dues down there is January 1 to January 1 on the field. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I was paying $100 for my field. This field, it's right on the lake, $25. I don't think I'll fly back to Sumner County again. I got burned out on that place. My field was like $60 a year and $40 a year for the mowing and maintenance. So the $100 that was including the maintenance up there. But I can say they took care of the runway pretty good. Not a bad field. Some planes you can't take off down there though. You gotta have some pretty good sized tires. The wind always blows out of the south. It's crosswinds. It blows out of the south, crosswinds across the runway where I was at. But we had 25 acres to fly over. So you have plenty of room to fly around. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna. Hoping to find out what the FFA is going to do about us flying before I rejoin and renew my AMA license. So I really want to get back onto a field and start flying runways again. Are you showing animals, Randy? What do you mean? FAA, I ain't Future Farmers of America. I used to be a long time ago in high school, GB. Thanks for coming by, Jeff Custom. I will be there. Live show Tuesday night. If everything goes well. Yeah, I got a field, Tennessee RC across the road from me, but right now it's screwed up. You can very easily lose a plane off in there. You wouldn't know where it's at. Future Farmers of America have to do with it. See, you got to get these hay fields mowed and sickle cut. You got to get it baled. So the farmers is part of flying over here where I live, Ryan. He usually gets about 3 cuttings of hay. It needs cutting right again already, and it's only been a couple of months since the cut roll. It needs it again right now. We've had so much rain here, grass is growing. By this time, usually my yard is burning up. It's been so dry, but right now it's in growing season. We're mowing about every 10 days. Have to. You can't get by with 14 days on it right now. Brian Phillips ain't perfect for me. And Farmer Man, he won't pick me any peas and send me any chicken meat. So he's out too. Yeah, I think he likes you too, Ryan. I know he likes me. There's a song there if y'all want to check it out. Right click on it, open it up in a different tab. You listen to it later. By the Allman Brothers from Georgia Blues. I bet you would, Victor. Love you a long time. Boom, boom. The ladies of the night. What are we talking about, GB? Hookers. What's going on, Lee Davidson? How's the weather up in Canada? We went through about 3 weeks of humidity down here. It's kind of give up a little bit. It's a whole lot better the past week. Gooniac, fiery booty, fire butt. What's up? You in a golden hour? What time is it there? It's 10. About 8 o'clock California time. It's still light there. No flying today, but yes. It got up to about 90 today here, George, which has been in the upper 80s and mid 80s all week. But the 3 weeks before that, it was terrible. Humidity was, oh God, it's feel like 108 degrees outside. I think it's 74 degrees here right now. $74. Comfortable night. I need to get my turbo timber out and fly it again, GB. I ain't flew it in a while. I thought about it the other day, get it out and fly it. I didn't do it. So y'all can't hear my box fan turning in the background. That's a good deal. I can stay here and stay cool then. Kenny, ceiling fan. I, I, I was listening to his new camera today, and I can still hear his ceiling fan thumping like thunder in the background. Ray, it took 3 nose face plants right in the ground yesterday evening. The goblin ain't doing what I want it to do. It's face planted. And I got a crack right in front of the wing on the left side. I've got it re-glued. Went up, tip stalled right into the ground 3 times. And 2 was underhand throws, and 1 was an overhand throw. Face planted. Like, boom, prop to ground. That ain't what I want to see either. Well, I got it on video. I dumped those files off my SD card into a dump folder. I don't know why I want to go back and watch it for. It's kind of stuck in my mind. It does it so quick that you ain't got time to respond to any sticks. Goes up, hooks to the left and down. Mighty quick. Collins Air Shows. What's going on? So you're running a hobby shop now. Got any good specials? Got any discount codes? Can we order online? Come on, Collins, give it up. Are you working for a local hobby shop? It's right down your alley, Collins. Dial in some right aileron and a little up elevator. I might throw some mixes in on some switches to handle on shit. I'm not No, it's a train shop. It's never sold planes. So I'm selling planes. Got a deal going on with Horizon, working on free wing and flex. Cool. Y'all want to know about my discount, Collins? Can we get a discount code here for friends and family? Like 15% off, 25% off. Loco Joe's Hobbies. I have to check that out on Jackson's video tour. I missed that. YouTube screws me over. I'm sub to so many channels, and they don't recommend none of them. It's like you go watch one video of a particular item and say it's music. That's all they want to push in your face after that is music. So I watch sailing videos, sailboats. So that's all they want to push in front of me. I have to click on subscriptions to see what's going on in RC. I get so mad at YouTube. But you make sure you let me know if you get them discount codes, and I'll pass them along here on the show. Collins, I like that Corsair. That's a possibility. I wouldn't mind having it if we can work out a deal on it. I love Park Zone birds. 1100 millimeters. I've got three. I've got a F4F Wildcat, and I've got the Focke-Wulf 190, and I've got Mr. Smith BF 109G. Corsair would be good. If you're not using it anymore, it's still, you got retracts on it, it's fixed landing gear on it. But it doesn't matter to me. So it's got electric retracts and flaps. Cool. My 190's got all the bells and whistles on that one. I got fixed landing gear on my 109, and all they've added to it is flaps on the 109. I got fixed landing gear on it. It's the E-Flight one. Are you talking about the retracts on the Park Zone? Say Jackson RC. Okay, so somebody added the E-Flight retracts to the park zone now. Cool. Yeah, I have to hit you up in Messenger one day. We'll talk about it. Collins, I'll be glad to have you on my show on Sunday night if you want to hop on, or anybody else. Yeah, I've had GB on as a guest. We try to be civil around here. Sometimes we get out of hand, but mostly we're civil. Hit me up one day, Collins, in Facebook Messenger. We'll figure up a price on that Corsair. So I'd be interested in it. I'm looking for a set of I'm looking for a set of wheel pants for that Park Zone 109 right now. The one that sticks to the wire. I think Kenny's got a set. I'm not sure. He's got one of those planes. He'd have to dig it out. I don't know if he'd want to sell parts off of it or not. He might. Park Zone birds are hard to find anymore. People that's got them won't let go of them. If you do find them, they're three prices. Yeah, GB, the old Park Zone birds, they come out 2009, 2010. They've been around a long time. Utah is where Shadow Ops lives, and he got his wife to ship this 109 to me from Utah to Tennessee. $68, I think it was, and I give him $100 for his trouble and time. But he originally they was going to charge me $160 to ship it from Utah to Tennessee, just straight shipping. Now I've done put my Park Zone L4F together, so I've crashed it. I've got it ready to fly again. I don't need another one. I got an email the other day. They Horizon Hobby just got their fuselages in for that burnt bird if you need one. I wanted a new canopy too, but it just said they had the fuselage in. It took them a long time to get it back in stock. Hello, Tim. You off on weekends, Colin? You got you working on weekends? Off on Sundays? We'll try to work out a deal on that Corsair soon. Collins, I'm in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee. I'm about 50 miles northeast of Nashville. I'm not too far from Kentucky line. Collins, I'm gonna type it in. Can you type? Collins, that's the town I live in. Zip code. You don't look at it. Closest town on the Kentucky side near me is uh Franklin, Kentucky, just below Bowling Green. I'm not too far from Scottsville, Kentucky. Uh, they have the racetracks up there. I'm not far from there. That's near Franklin. If you look at Nashville, Tennessee, I'm about 56 miles northeast, straight up above it. I'm in Trousdale County, and the next county above me is Macon County, and the next county would be Kentucky. So I'm just one county away from Kentucky. So I'm sitting right on the county line on Trousdale right now at my property. So county lines across this hill in front of my house is Macon. 2,500 miles straight through, 36 hours of driving. GB. No, I'm not far from you, George. I can be in E-Town in an hour and 20 minutes, maybe. I can probably be in Bowling Green in an hour. If I go out and hit I-65 and come up, it don't take me long to be in Bowling Green. In Elizabethtown, just hopping and jump north. They didn't have sweet tea. Well, something's wrong there. They always got sweet tea in the South, Colin. Darrell Walters in Franklin, Tennessee, Jackson. He's on the other side of Nashville from me in Williamson County. Franklin, Tennessee is what it's called. He's got a car dealership down there. A road trip to Randy's house. Y'all come on, Jackson, Colin. I got 3 acres in the front yard you can fly in, and got maybe a 30, 40 acre field across the road we can fly at. No AMA required. If you go back and watch my last 300 extra videos, you can see that field I'm flying over. And that's just across the road from me. Fly there. That's where I've been flying this year in the front yard. I ain't got no place for no turbine jet, Collins. We might can take you up there to the drag strip and let you take off from up there. Lives in a Bourbon Triangle. How close is Jim Beam to you, George? I always liked their whiskey. The 3D gassers is cool. You can fly them here if you want to. I got 3 acres. You can bring it up and set it back down. You can fly pretty high over these power lines and the house and the trees. It's pretty much open down here. Fly pretty high. You'll just have to bring it in, land it down in the front yard. "30 minutes to the main distillery, about 15 to the Booker No Distillery. Jim Beam whiskey, that was my favorite drink. Jim Beam and water over ice. I always like the black label and the green label. And girls, I used to go to the Showboat nightclub. And I was friends with a bartender. And when I'd buy her drinks, I tip her real good. She'd give me double and triple shots of beaming water. She kept me flying high all night. So all you gotta do is tip them waitresses, tip the barmaid. You keep her happy, she'll keep you happy. That's the way it usually went. Her nickname was Country. Blonde head, about 5'5", medium built, always had a smile on her face. I say, Country, fix me a drink. Good night, Mike Keller. Peace out, Orange Man. Only kind of liquor I like to drink now is beer, and I drink vodka. I drink tequila. Mostly I drink clear liquor. I don't know, for some reason, as I got older, the dark whiskeys, they, they don't, I don't play well with others when I drink it. I drink 100 proof Smirnoff and milk, Kahlua, White Russians. I love them things. Last distillery I went to was Jack Daniels down here in Tennessee. It's right on the Alabama line. It's a dry county. And Jack Daniels is a strong whiskey. If I was going to drink it, it'd be just corn mash whiskey. Bourbon's not my cup of tea. I drink my share of bourbon in my days. Jack Daniels is a fun one to go to. Oh, Lord. You get your head right. I know that, George. I usually wind up wrecking the car or going to jail when I drink Jack Daniels. Yeah, the distillery tours, yeah, they're pretty awesome. I just can't drink it much no more. The dark whiskeys just don't go good with me anymore. Wild Turkey used to be one of my drinks from Kentucky. It's 101 proof. Done some crazy stuff drinking Wild Turkey. Not in a good way either. anything's okay, George, if you just sip on it. People drinks too much of it too quick. That's when you get in trouble. I can get you probably 350 feet. Collins, take off. It's 3 acres out here. I forget. I'm about 100 yards deep. 300 feet one way down. I'm about 300 or 400 feet wide. I got a big place. I got 5 acres altogether. The 2 acres in behind me is in woods. Then I got a little bitty short backyard. I mean, it's tiny, and the house in the front yard's huge. I mow all that. Collins, y'all decide to come down, bring a trailer, camp in, stay in, whatever. I can get you electricity and water to it. Plenty enough places to hook up to, park, have a place to stay for free. Collins has got some nice 3D planes, gassers. Collins, y'all about 650 miles from my house. Hello, Fred Barron. How are you? You getting in here late to the party? We talking about runways and jets and gassers and whatnot. Collins and Jackson's thinking about coming to see me. It's October, flying here in my yard. Yeah, I think Jackson, I found out where his airfield's at, and I looked it up one time. I think it's about 650 miles from me to there. Just winding down, getting ready for another Monday. Freddie, you working in a steel mill? That last video you shared, I went and looked at. That's pretty hot stuff at Slag. West Virginia map says 612 miles. Yeah, that's about right. You can do that in 8 hours. Feel like making steel. Guys, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Yeah, I'm not too far off of I-40. You know, all your even numbers on the interstate runs, your even numbers run east to west, and all your odd numbers run south to north. Y'all know that? What's up, Roberto? Going on, guy? Just hanging out with a few friends. Now, the way they designed the number system on the interstates, um, I-40 runs from the east coast to the west coast, runs east to west, and all your odd numbers run south to north. So any number that pops up, you know, by the number it's been given, you can tell if it's running south to north or east to west. Yeah, I haven't talked to Jordan in a while. Talk to Missy every once in a while, Roberto. I've been good, tired. Our major interstates that comes through Nashville is I-40 and I-65. We have I-24. About the two biggest interstates we have. I-65 goes north to south through the state. I-24 runs to, I think, to Clarksville, back down to Chattanooga. You got I-40 runs from Knoxville to Memphis. No, she's slacking. We talk about getting discount codes every once in a while. I see her on Facebook and talk to her. JCB67, thanks for dropping in, buddy. Fred Baring, you live by the truck stop right off of I-80. And make sure you run in there, write down Dave's RC's phone number in the bathroom wall and right up underneath it for a good time. Write that on there for him. I got a big kick out of that the other night on his show. No, I'm using StreamYard. I'm not in Zoom. I can have guests in here. All I have to do is give you a link. You pop in. I'll share the screen with you. All you gotta have is a microphone and a camera, Collins. Yeah, I can have you on the show one night if you want to drop in. Just hit me up for Sunday night after the Boozers. It's when I usually go live. It'd be 9:30 Eastern time. I go live 8:30 Central time. I think I've seen it. I think you showed it to me uh, in some of your live shows. I've seen it there. Of course, there, the park zone. You can send them to me in a message if you want to. I-5. Okay, George. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Take care of that grim boy. I think Pilot Ryan's popped on that MiG 29. I'm not, Fred, I'm not sure who's going to get it. I'm sure a lot of people's liking it. It's probably 7 foot long. It's a huge jet. Probably fly good too. I don't have no place to fly a jet that size. That's part of flying it, I guess, Collins. Part of the cost. Ain't nothing cheap nowadays. Jeff Customs getting one. They're saying it's going to be released sometime mid-September. It's when they're going to start shipping, but I'm not sure. 6 feet tall. That's a huge plane. The bed of my truck is 6 feet, Victor. I'd have to let the tailgate down to even put it in there with the wings off of it. Victor's getting one. I'm thinking about popping on the Bigfoot right now for $179. Got lights, flaps. It's hard to, for all that, it's hard not to pop on for $179. You get free shipping. Yeah, Victor, that's still a big jet. No, I ain't flew it. I got two of them, Roy. One of them's brand new, still in the shipping box. Now one off of a Guniac show is giveaway. Now I built the one I bought. Kind of waiting until I go back to the AMA field. But I don't know which one I'm going to go to yet. I got the little Arrow 50 millimeter rifle. I got two of them. I got one brand new in the box and never been opened. It's still in the shipping box. I won it off a Guniac show. And the other one I built. So I got two Arrow 50 millimeter rifles. I like to change the ESC out in one of them, fly it on 4S. I don't think much about flying 4S on 30 amps ESCs. I'd say it ought to be at least 40 amps or better. Feel comfortable. So I've got some spare 40s and 45 amp ESCs here. Mike Killer's got some 60 amp ESCs for sale. The only jets I've got is two Arrow Vipers, and I got a little UMX MiG-15. The rest of my planes are props. They're from middle of the road all the way up to scale size. I got high wings in there, mid wings, the warbirds. Got mid wings. I got two German planes in there. A P-51 Mustang. It flies real good, be a 850 millimeter plane. Flies like a little 30-inch Mustang. Pretty fast. The biggest 3D plane I got is that E-Flight 300 Extra, Collins. That's the biggest 3D plane I've got. I wouldn't want to ever fly that 104 you got. I'd be afraid I'd crash it. I know I'd love it. I love the way this 300 Extra flies. I fly it on 4S 3300s, 70 seat packs, I believe, or 70s. It might be 35C packs. A Roaring Top 4S 3300s, 35Cs, I believe. Oh, I can imagine. There ain't no comparison. I know, Collins. This one floats in when you drop the throttle on the 300 extra, like you go around into the third bank and drop the throttle and bank it around and rudder into the runway. It'll sit there and hold that flight for all the way down to the ground. It will float for days before she drops on in. And you don't have to flare this plane. It just sits right down perfect. The only thing I dislike about the plane is my 4-minute flight time. That's the only thing that's that is a con to me is I only get 4-minute flights with it. As far as it flying, I love the way it flies. It's got throws from hell. I call them Havana Cuban 8s and jelly rolls. That's what I call them. I bought mine. They were $279, but Horizon Hobby went up to $299 on the planes. They did away with the binding flies, and the only thing you can buy from H&H now is the binding fly version. They're $299. Horizon went up on a lot of different planes. A few months back, Reckham lives in Washington State. Near the Canadian border. John and Wild Bill Flynn and GB and Christy and Roy, they all live in Washington State on the other side of the earth. Yeah, the 300 extra, it's a well-built plane. It's got 23 gram Metal Gear servos, digitals in them. Yeah, it's got throws from hell on that plane. And they're real fast. You can 3D the shit out of it, but I'm not a 3D pilot. I'll sport fly mine. Aerobatic flight. Non-sweet tea country. Oh, Lord. Yeah, they're on the other side of the world, Fred. That's what I tell them. So I could buy some Park Zone birds from GB, but it costs so much to ship them here. And Reckham Roy, he winds up buying them. He's only about 45 minutes away from GB. Did you get to fly your UMX turbo timber? It's probably still light out there where you're at. Yeah, night flying that little turbo timber's fun, GB. I flew it out here in the front yard, completely dark, and just fly it by the navigation lights on the plane. You can fly it perfect. I mean, in the complete darkness. It's a lot of fun. The UMX turbo timber's got plenty of lights on it. There are lights all over it. I fly it with full flaps out here, real slow. I've got an elevator mix in my flaps. It don't climb or nothing. You just fly it real slow, gentle, whip it around, go to the other end, turn it around, come back, do figure eights with it. Collins, I'm glad you dropped in, buddy. Won't be long. I'm gonna be putting it to bed. Holler at me on that course there. We'll work out something maybe. Good luck on that hobby shop store, Collins. That's right down your alley. You give me some discount codes, and I'll throw them out for you. I don't think I've got rid of any of my airplane boxes I've bought in the past 2 years. I got rid of some of the shipping boxes, but the original boxes I've kept all of them. I don't know why. Most of them I'm not going to take my planes apart and put them back in it. And I doubt if I sell any of them, but I've hung on to them. Dave's RC shipped Shadow Ops from Maine to Utah, a Focke-Wulf 190, and Shadow Ops took that box and shipped it to Tennessee to me with a Mr. Smith BF 109 G in it. Now Dave's RC needs the box back. And I told him it would cost me. It's a huge. It's a FMS Scorpion box that they ship that around the country in. They don't tell them what an empty box would cost to send it to Dave. to Maine. Yeah, you pay by the volume, and it's a huge box, GB. It's freaking huge. The fuselage on that Scorpion, it's a long, long box. I'd be glad to send it to Dave's RC, but I ain't gonna tell him what it would cost to just ship him the box. He's wanting to ship planes out in it. I think he owes Roy, a plane. He's trying to find a box to ship it in. Here I've got empty boxes here. Don't tell them what the post office charged to ship that box to Maine from Tennessee. More than the box is worth. Guys, we're down to 7 people. I think we're going to call it a night. I want to thank everybody for coming by. Had a good time. Good to see everybody in here. Y'all say your goodbyes. And I'm going to be out of here in about 5 minutes, guys. Collins has got a park zone Corsair we've been chit-chatting about. I might try to work out a deal with Collins on it. He's in West Virginia. Fred, thanks for dropping in, buddy. GB, Reckham, Christy, whoever else is in here. Nightbot. You're welcome, Christy. Y'all make sure y'all check out my feature song. It's in the description below. I'll drop the link in if y'all want to go check it out. Let's see if that takes you to it. Well, there, Nightbot just dropped it in there. Y'all go check out that song if you want to. It's the Allman Brothers. Good old Southern Georgia blues. Back from 1969. So with that said, I'm going to peace out of here, guys. Much love. Y'all need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Night, y'all.